What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Monday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me across all socials. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Juice in the search bar saves you $30 off the already 50% off site-wide semi-annual sale going on right now at OmahaSteaks.com. Promo code JUICE activates that $30 savings. Okay, I am a bit under the weather, so I'm going to go quickly here today because I got to get to bed. It's one of those, I don't know, I've been feeling worse as the day has progressed. So hopefully it's just a cold, no big deal, and hopefully just be able to get you guys the picks. Really good week, bad weekend. 2-2 on the full unit plays, 0-4 on the player props. So that took us to a down, I believe it was like 1.4 units, I think it was, on the day on Sunday after being down a unit, a little over a unit. So we went into the weekend way up. I think we end up 8 units for the week. So good week. Not going to be angry about it at all. I've had a couple of good weeks here in November, and now we have a nice padding onto our stats for November. Let's have a good week here in November and get rolling. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 bets. I'm going to give you 4 bets in 4 sports. We have an NFL bet. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure that's right. We're giving you, 4 bet in 4 sports. NFL, NBA, college basketball, and the NHL all going here today for us on this Monday. Now, right out of the gate, you can bet it if you want. You don't have to, but I am just going to follow the trend of 11-1 over the last 12 games involving a Monday night and Sunday night contest, including last night's Sunday night game. Under 48. I bet it. I'm not making it official because this could get ugly because Denver's defense and the Bills, I don't know. But I'm betting it, and I bet it. You can bet it if you want. It's unofficial, but I'm taking it. So just so you guys know, I am betting the under in this game. What I am betting on Monday Night Football, however, is I'm taking the points. Denver +7. Why? The Buffalo Bills are a mess. They have so many injuries on their defense. I mean, it's unbelievable the number of guys who are no longer available to Sean McDermott in this defense. They are missing big pieces, guys that you would want. A.J. Klein is probable. Jordan Poyer is probable, but they've been banged out. Micah Hyde is out. Christian Benford is out. Stephon Diggs is probable. Damian Harris is out. Matt Milano is out. Tre'Davious White is out. Justin Shorter, the wide receiver, is on IR. I mean, they're missing so many players on this defense, and big players on offense are questionable. It's just, I know you can like Denver's so bad. Well, they're off the bye, and before the bye, they covered their last 2 games, including taking Denver all the way to the mat in their last game. And I think if you look at Denver going into the bye, getting their defense righted after beating Green Bay outright, and then having an opportunity. They beat Denver, didn't they? Yeah, they beat Denver straight up. Right. Sorry. No, they beat Denver outright. And having, 2 wins at home, but over Green Bay and over Kansas City, 2-0 straight up, 2-0 ATS. And then the Bills are just scuffling. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but since they've gone to Jacksonville, they're 2-2 straight up since they've gone overseas to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they just haven't looked right. On the year, Buffalo's 3-6. ATS. They've lost 5 straight games against the number. They're 2-2 at home, but they're 0-5 over the last 5. That's at home against the Giants. The Giants. Are you kidding me? They won by 5. See what the Giants did on the road against Dallas yesterday? I mean, Dallas has annihilated the Giants twice. At home against Tampa, laying 10, they won by 6. They lost against Cincinnati last week. They lost to the Patriots. See how bad the Patriots are? I'm taking the points. Bills might win the game, but I don't trust them. I mean, there's something up with Buffalo. I can't trust it. I'm taking the dog. It's a dog and under game, correlated. Under 48, unofficial. Official, Denver, +7 for 1.1 units. To college basketball we go. St. John's taking on Michigan in the Gavitt games. We're going to play a lot of these, all right? These are awesome Big Ten and Big East matchups. Michigan basketball this year thought they were going to have 2 outstanding players. They thought Hunter Dixon was going to stay with them, and they thought Caleb Love was going to transfer to Michigan. But unfortunately for them, Caleb Love's credits didn't transfer over, so he wound up at Arizona. That's how Arizona beat Duke. Caleb Love's a hell of a player, so not having him, really bad. The outlook for Michigan basketball this year, they are just above Nebraska in terms of what the media thinks of this roster for Michigan. They were picked 11th in the Big Ten preseason poll. That's just above Nebraska. Nebraska's horrible. They're just below Rutgers. Rutgers is not very good. Here comes St. John's hiring Rick Pitino. There's a ton of hype around this. If St. John's is going to get back to national prevalence, here we go with Tricky Rick. Let's go. He's brought players from Iona over. The number opened at 2. It's up to 2.5. I don't want it over 3. Okay, 3 is as high as I'm going to go here with this. Okay, I don't want any more than that. But KenPom has this as a 1-point win. It opened at 2. It's now 2.5. KenPom has it as a 1-point win. It is early. Why? We don't know all about St. John's, and we don't know all about Michigan. This is a little bit of a flying blind bet, but based upon the talent and the hype and the excitement, Michigan basketball is on the downslide, okay? This is not what the football team. This is different. Michigan basketball could have a very weak and rough winter. St. John's, on the other hand, could make some big noise here. It's at MSG. I don't know if you guys have ever watched a game or been to a game at MSG when St. John's is playing. The city shows out, man. It's a tough place to play. They get rocking in there. And when a Michigan or a Big Ten team or a big name team comes over, give me St. John's. -2.5. I'm jumping in here with the Johnnies, laying 2.5 up against Michigan for 1.1 units. Now, to the NHL, where the Oilers fired their head coach on Sunday. They won on Saturday. They fired Jay Woodcroft and Dave Manson, their assistant coach. They are out. In Chris Nabok, the head coach of the AHL's Hartford Wolfpack. He's been there since 2019-2020, but he is the previous coach of the Erie Otters. One Mr. Connor McDavid played with the Erie Otters. This is a big deal because legendary Oilers defenseman Paul Coffey, who's been working as a senior advisor, he's coming down. Edmonton's been awful, 3-9-1. They're horrific, but the books, here comes the dead cat bounce like we've seen in other sports. They have this as a -165 favorite for Edmonton. Hello, even with the bad goaltending. Stuart Skinner's been horrific. Jack Campbell's been awful. They're taking on the Islanders. Look, they chucked out Campbell. Connor McDavid's not been himself. 10 points in 11 games. What is going on with that? That is wild. This is a big deal here for the Oilers because they're bringing back some coaches that the guys like, at least from a situation of Connor McDavid, and a Paul Coffey into that dressing room for the Oilers. They are at home taking on the New York Islanders here tonight. Now, the Islanders plus 145 dogs. If you go to regulation, however, it's not -175 on the Oilers. It's -115. I like that much better. Oilers money line in regulation. I know it's dangerous. It's just betting on the team that just fired their coach, betting on a team that's got talent. Look what the Raiders did. Look what the Raiders have done. They're 2-0 since firing Josh McDaniels. Look what Josh Jacobs looks like since McDaniels has been fired. Look at what the offense has looked like. Look what the team looks like, the energy, everything. It can galvanize the roster. It really can, at least for a game or two. I'm taking the Oilers, but I'm taking them in regulation, so I'm not laying heavy juice. 1.15 units down on the Oilers to ride the momentum of firing their coach and getting back Paul Coffey and getting back a guy who Connor McDavid knows and wants to play for. Oilers money line to beat the Islanders, 1.15 units down. Regulation win for the Oilers against the Islanders. And finally, this number's not out because the books are chicken. No, I'm kidding, but the Boston Celtics are 7-1-1 ATS in the first half. They are 3-0-1 at home ATS. They're playing the Knicks. The number is 8.5 or 9. My gut tells me the number in the first half is going to be 5.5 just because the books are going to be garbage. I can't bet it yet because there's not a book in the entire world that's got this up at the moment. So as soon as we find out the number for the Boston Celtics in the first half, I'll be all over it. It looks like it's going to be 5, not 5.5. If it's 5, I like it. 6 or more, I won't. 5.5 will give me pause. But my gut tells me it'll be 5. The New York Knicks are coming in here. Rather than betting the Celtics team total in the first half, let's bet Boston to keep this train riding and getting up to very fast starts at home. 3-0-1 ATS. Like I said, 7-1-1 on the year to the number in the first half for the Boston Celtics. Let's keep it rolling. I'm going to take Boston first half, lay the number, not lay team total, okay? Because the Knicks play defense, but Celtics laying 5 or 5.5 in the first half once we can do it. I don't know the juice, but I'll tell you about it in the Discord channel. Join if you've not joined as of yet. This is why you should be a member of it, because I can tell you about these types of bets. BettingPros.com/chat to get in. All right. Denver +7. St. John's -2.5. Edmonton in regulation, and Boston in the first half. Number we don't have as of yet. More info on that bet coming up here later on today in the Discord channel. Those are the plays for us today. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast is being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.